All right, we are at the gym. It's almost 5:30 in the morning. I like to train, bright and early, before everyone else is awake, and on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 5:30. And so we're gonna go in. I'm really excited for this workout, and I'm excited to take you guys through this workout. I'm gonna go for a big PR on seated dumbbell shoulder press today. At least it's a big PR for me. I've dealt with a lot of shoulder pain in the past, and since discovering like knees over toes guys stuff, and being able to reverse out my shoulder pain and really strengthen and basically stabilize my shoulders for what seems like the first time in a long time, or maybe even for the first time in forever or ever. I'm able to increase my pressing and my pushing movements each and every single week now, so it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go for a PR on that. I've been progressing on overhead shoulder press for like 7 or 8 weeks now with the same seated dumbbell shoulder press, which is pretty crazy. I usually peak around the 3 to 4, maybe 5 week mark, so I'm not really sure what's happening, especially since I'm cutting, but I'm just kind of riding that wave. But you'll kind of see that. Hopefully I get the PR. If I don't, I might go down in weight and just kind of rep out the 65s, or I might switch to standing barbell. We'll see what happens, but I am a little nervous about that. But if you're not nervous about the weight you are lifting, you're probably not pushing hard enough. So I'm gonna go get in here, warm up, get after it, and excited to show you guys this shoulders and back workout. All right, so I'm kicking things off with an ATG cable external rotation for a couple sets of 10 to 15 reps. I've dealt with a lot of shoulder pain in the past. It really prevented me from increasing the loads on my overhead shoulder pressing and my bench pressing. Literally could not progress because of the shoulder pain I experienced. I do have torn labrums in both shoulders, according to my shoulder specialist. I went through physical therapy and all of that, but it was not until I discovered the knees over toes guy, shout out to him and his programming, that I was able to actually get out of shoulder pain. So I always incorporate these into my routine. So these are the cable external rotations. Really helps to strengthen the top position right there. Squeeze it at the top for about 10 to 15 reps, and I'm doing about 15 reps, I believe, in this one. And so next week, I think I'm going to add about 5 pounds to each side and start over at the bottom end of the rep range at 10 reps, and then build up from there and try to add a rep each week. So I'll do this for the next few weeks and switch to a different exercise. So here I'm doing the seated dumbbell shoulder press. This is my first warm-up set for about 50% of my heavy set for 6 reps. And then usually I'll go to 70% for 3 reps, but the dumbbells were taken, the weight that I wanted to use, so I just went to about 78% of my heavy set for 3 reps here. Not a big deal. And then after this, I go into my first working set. So I kind of changed the position of the camera here for Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Adam Farrell Fitness. But this was actually a PR for me, 70-pound dumbbells for 6 reps. So you can see I'm really trying to lock in here, get mentally prepared. And I got the PR. So that was rep 1. And then I get 6 reps here. So I kind of surprised myself with this weight, actually. I was nervous all week, wondering if I was going to get it. But I got locked in, and I got it. I was really happy with this. So I'm going to try to build these up to about 8 reps before switching back to standing barbell press. So I like to do these reverse pyramid style, which is where you start with your heaviest set first after a proper warm-up. So I got 6 reps on that first heavy set. Then I dropped the weight here. The 60s were still taken by someone, so I just went down to 55s and got about 10 reps here. Got a little bit deeper stretch. Really felt this in my shoulders. And again, I got about 10 reps here. So these felt really, really good. I'm doing these pain-free, which is a huge win for me. I'm excited to keep building these up. And then I did another lighter set, dropped the weight about 10% or so each arm to the 50-pound dumbbells, and then I'm doing another 10 reps here. Not trying to kill myself on these,
But with reverse pyramid training, by doing the heaviest set first while you're fresh, I really find that I am able to make strength gains each and every single week, and reverse pyramid training really is the best way to gain strength and muscle. So next I'm doing some pin lay rows for my back. It's hitting a little bit of biceps. Going about 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps here. So my elbows, I've got a little bit of tendonitis. I built up to about 90-pound chin-ups recently for 4 reps. So, doing heavy chin-ups, heavy pull-ups, it can, take a toll on the tendons around the elbow. So I do have some elbow tendonitis right now, so I'm not trying to go super heavy here. That's why I'm doing build-up sets instead of reverse pyramid training here. So I'm just going to do these for about 4 to 6 weeks, these pin lay rows. Build these up, and the last couple sets is where it's really where the challenge is. So I do 4 sets here, add some weight each time, so that the last, the third set and the fourth set are decently challenging without exhausting myself and without causing me pain in my elbows. So I do like these. I haven't done them in a while, but I'll spend about 4 or 6 weeks on these while I work through my elbow pain and doing some soft tissue work and some isolated strength training for my forearms and whatnot, and try to get all healed up in my elbow, and then I'll switch back to some weighted chin-ups and build those back up. So gonna spend the next few weeks working on these. So I believe this was my heaviest set for about 10 reps. Looks like I was pretty challenged by the weight. So with these build-up sets, that's really what I'm going for. Just start light, build up to a heavy set or two, and move on. So I like to hit my chest, do some light chest work on my Friday shoulders and back day, do some light chest and arms. So here I'm doing a dumbbell fly press for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. So I hit my chest nice and heavy on Mondays. So, it's really best to hit your main muscle groups a couple times a week. So I'm just hitting it kind of light, but it is still challenging here. I got the 40-pound dumbbells. So you kind of do a fly and then press it up like a normal dumbbell chest press. I do like to do these at an incline just to kind of hit my upper chest a little bit more, but I do my heavy incline presses on Mondays. I really like these. They feel really good. I think this is my second set here, but this second and third set, it really starts to burn. You really get a nice just some nice engagement in the chest doing these fly presses for 3 sets of 8 to 12. So I'm using the same weight here. So these are straight sets. So just resting a minute in between each set and then going right back into the same weight. I think on the last set I was only able to get like 8 reps. It was pretty challenging, so I was decently close to failure. I probably could have got 1 more rep on my last set, but I again, I'm not trying to kill myself here. I think this was the end of my second set, and then I go into 1 more set here on the dumbbell fly press for about 8 reps. So the last rep or 2 were pretty challenging. But again, it just hits the chest really, really well. I don't need to go super heavy. I do that on Mondays, use reverse pyramid training for that, and that's where I go for my PRs. But on this one, I'm just really trying to trigger some extra muscle growth in the chest by doing some light chest work. So I believe I got 1 more rep. Nope, that was the last rep. So all right, so now we go into some direct arms training. I do some heavy biceps curls on Mondays. The biceps do get hit a little bit with the pin lay rows or weighted chin-ups, but here I like to do some hammer curl variations on Fridays just to get some extra biceps training in there, get some extra volume. So here I'm doing about I think 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. I use the same weight on each set, rest about a minute in between sets, and I'm trying to build up on these straight sets to perform at the top end of the rep range. So, you know, if it's 3 sets of 8 to 12, you know, I might do 12 reps on the first set, 10 reps on the second set, and like 8 or 9 reps on the third set. But I'm trying to build up to the top end of the rep range and be able to perform, you know, these 40-pound dumbbells, for example. I'm trying to build up to 3 sets of 12 reps. And then once I do that, oh, you can see I was really pushing there. Once I build up to 3 sets of 12 reps with the same weight, then I'll add 5 pounds and start all over and build up to the top end of the rep range again. So I'm not too concerned about like absolute perfect form on curls. I know some guys are. I think it's a little unnecessary. Obviously you want to be safe, but I am squeezing my core here. I am really trying to just get the weight up, force these arms to grow. That last rep I grinded it out, but I got it. It was about 8 reps. So next I finish off with some dumbbell lateral raises, rest pause style. So this is the first activation set for about 12 to 15 reps. So rest pause is great for milking out some muscle growth in some smaller muscle groups. So these are for lateral, the medial delts of the shoulders to really widen the shoulders, kind of give it more of a capped look, which I love. So I got about 15 reps there, and then you just rest like 10 to 15 seconds, and then I'll pick the dumbbells back up and milk out another like 4 to 6 reps, and then I'll do that a couple more times for a total of 4 sets. So we got 1 activation set of 12 to 15 reps, and then 3 mini sets of 4 to 6 reps. And so these are the 35s here. I do like to do a thumbless grip here. I do feel like it engages the medial delt a little bit more. I could be wrong, but that's just how it feels for me. It feels really good to do a thumbless grip. And so that's how I like to do these. But here I'm resting again. I think I had 2 more sets left after this. Just destroys the shoulders. Love this move. I'm gonna focus on building these up for the next few weeks, and then I'll probably switch to like a leaning dumbbell lateral raise. But man, these are killer for the shoulders. I've noticed that my shoulders are getting fuller, they're getting a little bit bigger and having more of a rounded, capped look to them as I progress on these lateral raises. But really, what matters most is getting stronger on that overhead shoulder press in the 6 to 12 rep range, 6 to 10 rep range. But that's it.
All right, guys, that's it for today's full workout video. I hope you enjoyed that. We got the PR on shoulder press, seated dumbbell shoulder press. I'm really excited about that. Those last few sets of lateral raises absolutely destroyed my shoulders. I could barely lift my water bottle up to my face as I was walking out of the gym. Kind of laughed to myself about that. But I'm really excited. Glad you guys got to see that and the effort that I put in each and every single workout. Hopefully you guys see that. Hopefully it comes across. I'll go back and watch these videos, and I like to go back and just check my form and all of that good stuff. So obviously, there's probably several things I need to work on, but that's the point. It's not about being perfect every single time. Obviously you want to strive to have good reps and stay healthy, injury free, and all of that. But I record these videos not just to share them with others and help other guys get into shape and get strong and all of that, but I also watch these back over and over again sometimes just to critique my own form and all of that. So I know there's stuff I need to work on, but I just wanted to share this workout with you and encourage you to get to the gym and kind of have an idea of what it is I do for shoulders, for back, for arms. And I hope it was helpful. I will see you guys again in another video really soon.